Hey there, coin collectors and treasure hunters. Welcome back to the channel where we explore the world of rare and valuable coins. If you've ever wondered if that old penny in your pocket could make you a millionaire, this is the video for you, Money Bag. Today, we're counting down the top 10 most valuable rare Lincoln 1-cent penny coins that have sold or are valued in the millions of dollars. Yes, you heard that right, millions. Man detective, stick around till the end, because number 1 might blow your mind, and who knows? You might just have one hiding in your piggy bank. Today's spotlight is on a coin that might just change your life. The 1982 D Mint Mark Lincoln 1-cent penny coin, a small copper beauty that's currently valued at an astonishing $110,862. That's right, over $100,000 for a penny you might walk past on the street. Stay tuned, because we're diving deep into the history, rarity, and the shocking truth behind what makes this 1982 D Lincoln cent so incredibly valuable. Let's take it back to the early 1980s. The year is 1982. The United States is experiencing economic shifts, inflation is high, metal prices are fluctuating, and the cost of minting coins is becoming a serious concern for the U.S. Treasury. Up until 1982, Lincoln cents were made primarily of 95% copper and 5% zinc. But copper was getting too expensive, and the mint needed a cheaper alternative. So, in the middle of 1982, they made a big change. They switched to using a zinc core with a thin copper coating. That means that 1982 was a transitional year. Both copper and zinc coins were produced. And that's where the magic begins. Now, here's where it gets interesting. During this transition, several different varieties of the 1982 penny were struck. In fact, there are 7 different types of 1982 Lincoln cents, 4 copper and 3 zinc. They differ in composition, mint mark, and whether the date has a small or large design. But among all of these, one particular variety has stood out to collectors and investors alike: the 1982 D copper small date Lincoln cent. It's rare, mysterious, and worth an absolute fortune. What makes it so valuable? You might be asking, what makes the 1982 D Lincoln cent so valuable? After all, millions of coins were minted that year. The answer lies in a minting anomaly. In Denver, where coins carry the D Mint mark, all of the 1982 cents were supposed to be made from the new zinc composition. But at some point during production, it appears that a small batch of the older copper planchets, that is, blanks, were mistakenly fed into the presses. What resulted was the creation of a very small number of 1982 D Lincoln cents made from copper, not zinc. And they weren't even the large date variety. They had the small date, which is even rarer. This means we have a coin that shouldn't exist, a 1982 D small date copper Lincoln cent. As of today, only a handful of these coins have ever been discovered and authenticated. And every time one is found, it makes major headlines in the numismatic world. But wait, there's more. Not only is this coin rare because of its composition, but verifying its authenticity requires advanced testing. You can't always tell by just looking. Copper cents weigh 3.11 grams, while the newer zinc cents weigh only 2.5 grams. That means if you've got a 1982 D penny and it weighs around 3.11 grams, you might be holding a life-changing treasure in your hands. Record-breaking sale and market value. So how much is this coin really worth? Let's talk numbers. One verified 1982 D small date copper penny was sold at auction for a jaw-dropping $18,000 several years ago. But that was when only 1 or 2 had been discovered. Today, as of 2025, the current market value of a pristine, high-grade specimen has skyrocketed to an astonishing $110,862. That's enough to buy a brand new luxury car, pay off student loans, or even put a down payment on a house, all from a single penny. Collectors are on a nationwide hunt to find more of these coins, and every new discovery adds to the excitement. Some experts believe there may still be more undiscovered examples sitting in old coin jars, hidden in attics, or sitting in your pocket change right now. The value continues to climb, and the demand is higher than ever before. How to identify a 1982 D copper penny? Here's how you can start checking your change today and possibly strike gold. Check the date and mint mark. You need a coin that says 1982, with a small date style and the letter D underneath it, signifying the Denver Mint. Weigh the coin. Use a digital gram scale. If the coin weighs around 3.11 grams, it's likely copper. If it's closer to 2.5 grams, it's zinc. Compare the date style. The small date has a more delicate 2 and 8 in the date. The top of the 8 is the same size as the bottom loop. On the large date, the numbers are more robust and the loops of the 8 are uneven. Professional authentication. If you believe you found a copper 1982 penny, don't try to clean or tamper with it. Instead, send it to a reputable grading service like PCGS or NGC for authentication. They will weigh it, test the metal, and grade it officially. Here are a few fun facts to blow your mind. Over 6 billion Lincoln cents were minted in 1982, but only a few rare copper small date demint versions are known. It is the only known transitional error from 1982 involving a small date and a copper planchet at the Denver Mint. This coin is now considered a holy grail among modern Lincoln cents. Even more sought after than the famous 1909 SVDB penny in some cases. So, the next time you're digging through a jar of old pennies or getting change back from the grocery store, pay close attention to your 1982 coins. That tiny D under the date might just mean a six-figure payday. With the current market value soaring at $110,862, this little copper penny is proof that sometimes the most valuable treasures come in the smallest packages. If you enjoyed this video and want more deep dives into rare coins, valuable pennies, and treasure hunting tips, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss an upload. And hey, if you've got a 1982 penny you think might be rare, drop a comment below and let us know. You never know, you might be sitting on a fortune. Thanks for watching, and until next time, keep hunting, keep learning, and keep dreaming big. Welcome back, coin lovers and treasure hunters. Today's episode is going to take you deep into the exciting world of rare pennies, and we're diving into a coin that might be sitting quietly in your pocket change or coin jar right now. Yes, we're talking about the 2011 Lincoln 1-cent penny coin without a mint mark. And believe it or not, one of these seemingly ordinary coins has been valued at a whopping $23,000 in today's coin market. So how did a modern penny gain so much attention and end up with such a high price tag? Grab your magnifying glass and let's unravel this coin's fascinating history, its unique features, and why collectors are paying top dollar to get their hands on it. Let's begin with a little background. The Lincoln cent, first introduced in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth, has gone through several design changes over the decades. But one thing that's remained constant is its place as one of the most collected coins in the United States. In 2011, the Lincoln cent featured the Union Shield reverse, which was introduced the year before in 2010. This shield design was meant to represent Lincoln's preservation of the United States as a single, unified country. The obverse, of course, still featured Lincoln's iconic profile, designed by Victor David Brenner. Now here's where it gets interesting. The 2011 Lincoln penny was minted in huge quantities. Over 5 billion coins were produced between the Philadelphia and Denver mints. However, the coin that's worth the most today is the 2011 Lincoln cent with no mint mark. Typically, coins minted in Philadelphia do not bear a mint mark, so a missing mint mark alone wouldn't raise any eyebrows. But in this case, certain 2011 pennies struck in Philadelphia have some extraordinary characteristics that make them incredibly valuable. What makes these coins special is a combination of rarity, condition, and error. The $23,000 Lincoln penny isn't just any regular no-mint mark coin. It has either a striking mint error, a rare die variety, or is in an almost flawless condition, graded MS-70 red by reputable grading services like PCGS or NGC. For example, some 2011 no-mint mark Lincoln cents have been found with off-center strikes, doubled dies, or even planchet errors, all of which can drastically increase a coin's value to collectors. And when a coin like this is preserved in pristine, uncirculated condition, its value goes through the roof. Let's talk more about these rare errors. One of the most sought-after varieties of the 2011 no-mint mark penny involves double die obverse. This means that during the minting process, the die that strikes the coin shifted slightly between strikes, creating a doubling effect on Lincoln's face, the word liberty, the motto, "In God We Trust," or the date itself. This doubling can be clearly visible to the naked eye or under magnification, and collectors go crazy for them. Another rare type includes off-center strikes, where the design is not properly aligned with the coin blank. If the strike is dramatically off-center but still shows the date and most of the design, it's considered even more desirable. Now, let's talk about condition. Even without errors, a 2011 penny in perfect condition can bring in big money. Coins are graded on a 70-point scale, and MS-70 means the coin has no visible flaws under 5x magnification. Only a few examples of the 2011 no-mint mark penny have achieved this grade, and when they do, their value can skyrocket. One such coin sold for as much as $23,000 at auction, thanks to its flawless surface, original red luster, and eye appeal. That's right. A 1-cent coin turned into a 5-figure prize because of its perfection. So, how can you tell if your 2011 penny might be worth thousands? First, check for a mint mark. If there's no D for Denver, you've got a Philadelphia coin. Then, look for any unusual features, doubling, misalignment, or any odd-looking textures. Use a magnifying glass or jeweler's loupe to examine the details, especially around the date and lettering. Next, consider the coin's overall condition. If it's shiny, bright red, and has no scratches or dings, you could have something special. And finally, if you think your coin might be rare or in high-grade condition, get it professionally graded by a reputable coin grading service like PCGS or NGC. Their certification can turn a good coin into a valuable investment. Now let's talk about the current market. As of now, rare varieties and high-grade examples of the 2011 no-mint mark Lincoln penny have been selling between $500 and $23,000 depending on condition, error, and eye appeal. The highest known sales have occurred through major auction houses and online platforms where serious collectors battle it out for the rarest examples. The demand for modern era coins and high-grade modern pennies has grown significantly in recent years, pushing prices higher than ever before. And that brings us to the million-dollar question: should you be checking your change? Absolutely. It's more important now than ever to examine those everyday coins before you toss them in a jar or spend them at the store. That copper-colored penny that everyone ignores could be a hidden gem worth thousands. If you find a 2011 no-mint mark penny with a shiny red finish, or you spot some doubling or a striking error, don't dismiss it. You might just be holding the next $23,000 treasure. To wrap it all up, the 2011 no-mint mark Lincoln 1-cent penny is a perfect example of why modern coins are worth paying attention to. While most are worth just a cent, a select few have risen to legendary status due to minting errors, pristine condition, or die varieties that set them apart from the rest. Collectors are constantly on the hunt for these coins, and the demand continues to drive prices up. Whether you're a beginner or a seasoned collector, now is the perfect time to start checking your pocket change, visiting local coin shows, or digging through your old coin collections. Because you never know, that small copper coin sitting in your hand might just be worth a fortune. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this deep dive into the 2011 no-mint mark Lincoln penny, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss a video about valuable coins. We've got more rare coins and hidden treasures to explore, so stay tuned and happy hunting, everyone! Welcome back, coin collectors and treasure hunters. Today, we are diving deep into a modern-day marvel in the world of coin collecting, the 2013 Lincoln 1-cent penny coin with no mint mark, and why this little copper-plated treasure could be worth a jaw-dropping $76,255 in today's market. That's right. A single penny from just a decade ago, now valued at tens of thousands of dollars. So if you've got a jar full of pennies at home, you may want to start digging because one of them might just change your life. Let's begin with a bit of history. The Lincoln penny was first introduced in 1909 to celebrate the 100th birthday of Abraham Lincoln. Designed by Victor David Brenner, the obverse, or front, of the coin has always featured a profile of President Lincoln. Over the years, the reverse side of the penny has seen a few design changes, from the wheat ears to the Lincoln Memorial in 1959, and then in 2010, the current Union Shield design was introduced. The 2013 penny features this Union Shield reverse and is one of the more common coins in circulation. Or at least, that's what people think, until they find out that there are some extremely rare variants that can be worth a small fortune. So, what makes the 2013 no mint mark Lincoln penny so valuable? Let's break it down. First, it's important to note that no mint mark means the coin was struck at the Philadelphia Mint. Most coins from this mint do not carry a mint mark, so at first glance, the 2013 penny doesn't appear any different from millions of others. But rarity in coin collecting isn't always about mintage numbers. It often comes down to errors, die varieties, and condition. One of the main reasons this particular penny has reached such a high value is due to a rare die error. In some versions of the 2013 no mint mark penny, collectors have discovered examples with an extremely sharp double die on Lincoln's profile, meaning the features on his face and lettering, like the words, "In God We Trust," and "Liberty," appear to be doubled. This is known as a double die obverse, and it's one of the most desirable types of mint errors for collectors. Coins with strong doubling that is visible to the naked eye often fetch premium prices at auction. Another contributing factor to the sky-high value is the grade of the coin. Coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70, with 70 being a perfect coin with no flaws visible even under magnification. The most valuable examples of the 2013 no mint mark Lincoln penny are those that have been professionally graded at MS 68 or higher. That means mint state, near perfect condition, with stunning luster and virtually no contact marks. These high-grade coins are extremely rare because most coins in circulation get scratched, nicked, or worn down from use. Let's talk about the big number everyone wants to hear. Recently, a pristine 2013 no mint mark Lincoln penny with all the right attributes, sharp doubling, flawless surface, and high-grade certification, sold at auction for an astonishing $76,255. That's over 7 million times its face value. This kind of sale proves that even recent coins can hold incredible value when they meet the right criteria. Auction houses like Heritage Auctions, Stack's Bowers, and Great Collections have all reported major interest in modern era coins like this one. And there's more. The demand for era coins has only been growing in the numismatic community. As more people turn to coin collecting, either as a hobby or an investment, the competition for rare pieces intensifies. That drives up prices even further, especially for coins like the 2013 no mint mark Lincoln penny that are so recent, and yet so rarely found in such pristine condition. Many collectors are now specifically targeting newer coins for potential errors and die varieties, knowing that catching one early can lead to enormous returns in the future. Now you might be asking, how can you tell if your 2013 penny is worth anything? Well, first, grab a magnifying glass or jeweler's loupe and examine both sides of the coin carefully. Pay special attention to Lincoln's face and the inscriptions on the front. Look for any signs of doubling, especially on the words, "Liberty," and "In God We Trust." Then flip the coin and check the Union Shield design for any misalignments or extra lines that shouldn't be there. Another thing to look for is off-center strikes, missing elements, or coins that appear to have a strange or dull finish. If your coin looks suspiciously different, you might have a rare error on your hands. If you think you've got a valuable 2013 penny, the next step is to have it professionally graded by a reputable company like PCGS, Professional Coin Grading Service, or NGC, Numismatic Guarantee Company. These companies will authenticate your coin, assign it a grade, and encapsulate it in a protective holder. Once it's graded and certified, your coin becomes much easier to sell at top dollar, either through auctions or private collectors. Let's also touch on the importance of coin storage. If you're collecting coins, especially high-grade modern coins, make sure to store them properly. Use acid-free holders, flips, or capsules. Avoid handling them with your bare hands to prevent oils or dirt from damaging the surface. One small fingerprint can knock a coin down a whole grade level and cost you thousands of dollars in lost value. So, in summary, the 2013 no-mint Mark Lincoln penny might seem like just another coin in your change, but under the right circumstances, rare errors, high grade, and professional certification, it could be worth an incredible $76,255. Always keep an eye on your spare change, especially modern coins. You never know when a valuable error coin might pass right through your hands. It's a thrilling treasure hunt that anyone can take part in, and with the right knowledge, patience, and a little bit of luck, you could find yourself holding a small copper coin that's worth a fortune. If you found this video helpful, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss out on more valuable coin discoveries. Drop a comment below if you've ever found a rare penny, or if you're now inspired to start checking your change. Thanks for watching, and until next time, keep collecting, keep hunting, and happy coin searching! Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel where we explore the hidden treasures hiding in your pocket change. If you're new here, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so you never miss a video on valuable coins that could make you thousands of dollars. Today's spotlight is on a modern but shockingly valuable coin, the 2016 no-mint Mark Lincoln 1-cent penny that has stunned collectors and shocked the coin community with a recent sale at $45,652. Yes, you heard that right. A 2016 penny, just a few years old, sold for nearly $46,000. And you might have one just like it without even realizing it. So, what makes this 2016 Lincoln penny so valuable? Let's dive into its backstory, unique characteristics, and exactly what collectors are looking for. First, a bit of history. The Lincoln cent has been minted since 1909 and was introduced to commemorate Abraham Lincoln's 100th birthday. Over the decades, this coin has gone through several changes, from the original wheat ears on the reverse, to the Lincoln Memorial in 1959, and then to the current Union Shield design that was introduced in 2010. The penny in question today, the 2016 no-mint Mark Lincoln cent, features this Union Shield reverse, which represents President Lincoln's preservation of the United States as a single unified nation. Now you might be wondering, what's so special about a coin that was mass-produced just a few years ago? After all, billions of Lincoln cents are struck each year. That's where rarity and minting errors come into play. Most 2016 pennies were struck in Philadelphia and carry no mint mark, which is totally normal for coins from that mint. However, certain 2016 pennies exhibit dramatic minting errors, die varieties, or incredibly high grades that skyrocket their value beyond imagination. Let's break it down. The first thing collectors look for is condition. A 2016 penny in uncirculated or mint state condition, especially those graded MS67 or higher by PCGS or NGC, can command serious premiums. The coin that sold for $45,652 was graded MS69 red, an extremely rare and nearly perfect grade for any modern penny. The coin's flawless luster, lack of contact marks, sharp strike, and pristine red coloration made it one of a kind and a must-have for high-end collectors. Next, let's talk errors. Some 2016 Lincoln cents have been discovered with dramatic die breaks, off-center strikes, double dies, or even struck through grease errors that make them unique. One particularly famous 2016 penny has a major reverse die clash, where design elements from the obverse are transferred onto the reverse side during the minting process. Such an error turns a common coin into a rarity point. One especially rare variety to watch for is the 2016 doubled die obverse or DDO. This error causes visible doubling in Lincoln's eye, the words, "In God We Trust," or the date. If you spot this kind of doubling under magnification, you could be looking at a coin worth thousands. Another important factor is color designation. Pennies are categorized as red, red-brown, or brown based on their surface tone. The red designation is most desirable and means the coin has retained its original coppery shine. The $45,652 coin was certified as a full red MS69, making it ultra-rare. So how many of these rare 2016 pennies are out there? The truth is, we don't know. But we do know that very few have achieved grades this high or have the kinds of errors that drive up value. That means if you're checking your pocket change, coin jars, or old penny rolls, you might stumble upon one of these hidden gems. Let's talk about the current market. As of 2025, the top-graded 2016 Lincoln penny with no mint mark holds a market value of $45,652, verified through auction houses like Heritage Auctions and Stack's Bowers. Even lower-graded MS66 and MS67 examples can fetch hundreds or even thousands, depending on demand and eye appeal. Error coins from 2016, such as off-center strikes or double dies, have also sold for $100 to over $5,000 each depending on severity and visibility. So what should you do if you think you have a valuable 2016 penny? First, check the condition. Look for a coin with a bright red luster and minimal signs of wear. Next, inspect it closely. Use a magnifier to check for doubling, die cracks, or other irregularities. If the coin looks promising, your next step is to have it professionally graded by a trusted grading service like PCGS or NGC. A certified grade can drastically increase your coin's value and help attract serious buyers at auction. If your coin has a rare mint error, you can also consult an error coin specialist or submit it to CCCA, the combined organizations of Numismatic Error Collectors of America. They can help verify and document the error for added credibility. Now here's the best part. 2016 pennies are still everywhere. They're in cash registers, pocket change, tip jars, and couch cushions. Most people overlook them because they think a modern coin can't be worth anything. But collectors know that some of the most valuable coins are modern rarities, just like the 2016 no mint mark Lincoln cent we're discussing today. So keep your eyes peeled, grab a magnifier, and start hunting through your change. You never know when a simple penny could turn into tens of thousands of dollars. That's it for today's deep dive into the astonishingly valuable 2016 no mint mark Lincoln 1-cent penny, with a record sale of $45,652. If you learned something new or enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up and share it with your fellow collectors. Drop a comment below if you've ever found a 2016 penny with an error or in high grade. We'd love to hear your story. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more videos on rare coins, minting errors, and hidden treasures waiting to be discovered. Thanks for watching, and as always, happy collecting! Welcome back, coin collectors and treasure hunters. Today's video might just change the way you look at that handful of change sitting on your dresser or buried at the bottom of your wallet. What if I told you that a simple-looking penny from 2018, yes, just a few years ago, could be worth a jaw-dropping $39,722? You heard that right. In this video, we're diving deep into the fascinating story of the 2018 no mint mark Lincoln 1-cent penny coin, why it's so valuable, what makes it special, and how you could be lucky enough to find one. So stick around, because you don't want to miss this. Let's start with a little background. The Lincoln cent, also known as the Lincoln penny, has been a cornerstone of American coinage since 1909, when it was first introduced to celebrate the 100th anniversary of President Abraham Lincoln's birth. Designed by Victor David Brenner, the coin has gone through many changes over the decades, especially on the reverse side, but Lincoln's portrait has remained on the obverse all these years. Now, fast forward to 2018. The penny was still being produced at massive scale by the U.S. Mint. That year, most Lincoln cents were struck at either the Philadelphia Mint, marked by a P mint mark, or the Denver Mint, which carries a D. However, a small number of coins from the Philadelphia Mint were struck without any mint mark at all, making them extremely rare. These no mint mark pennies may look ordinary, but they are far from it. And for collectors, it's that tiny missing detail, the mint mark, that makes all the difference. So how does a 2018 penny without a mint mark end up being worth almost $40,000? 000, well, rarity is only part of the equation. The most valuable coins are usually those that are both rare and in mint state condition, meaning they show no signs of wear and tear from circulation. These coins are often graded by professional services like PCGS or NGC. The top-graded 2018 no-mint Mark Lincoln penny is graded MS69 or even MS70, meaning it's virtually flawless. And when a coin is not only rare but also in near-perfect condition, collectors are willing to pay big bucks for it. In early 2024, one of these rare specimens was sold at auction for a stunning $39,722. The bidding war was intense, with multiple collectors recognizing the incredible combination of rarity, pristine condition, and modern relevance. This was not a coin from 100 years ago. This was a coin from just a few years ago, which shows you how important modern-era coins and rare variants have become in today's numismatic market. Now let's talk about how you can identify if you have a 2018 no-mint Mark Lincoln penny that could be worth serious money. First, check the obverse, or front side, of the coin. You'll see Lincoln's portrait, the year 2018, and underneath the year, there should be either a P or a D. If you find a coin from 2018 with no letter at all under the year, you might be looking at one of these rare no-mint Mark pennies. But that's not all. The condition of the coin is absolutely crucial. A coin found in loose change with scratches, dings, or discoloration won't bring in high dollars. But if it looks uncirculated, shiny, crisp, with no noticeable flaws, then you could be holding something special. The best thing to do is to have the coin professionally graded. That grading process will verify the authenticity of the coin, its condition, and give it a grade from 1 to 70. Only those in the high 60s are commanding the kinds of prices we're talking about here. Another thing to be aware of is die varieties and errors. Some 2018 Lincoln cents may have subtle doubling in the lettering, known as a doubled die error. Others might have weak strikes or off-center designs. All of these can add to the coin's value. Collectors love coins with stories, and nothing tells a better story than a coin that defied the odds during production. So where can you find one of these elusive treasures? Believe it or not, many valuable coins have been discovered in pocket change, coin rolls from the bank, penny jars, or even old coin collections passed down from family. Start by checking your 2018 pennies. Use a magnifying glass or a digital microscope and look for that missing mint mark. Then, inspect the condition. No scratches, no discoloration, sharp edges and clean details? That's a good sign. And remember, if you think you've found something special, don't clean it. Cleaning coins can damage them and reduce their value. Instead, keep it safe and consult a professional coin dealer or grading service to find out exactly what you've got. So to recap, the 2018 no-mint Mark Lincoln penny is incredibly rare, especially in mint condition. One of these coins recently sold for $39,722, making it one of the most valuable modern pennies in circulation today. And the best part? It's still out there, possibly sitting unnoticed in a drawer, a cash register, or even in your wallet right now. Are you going to be the next lucky finder? That's all for today's video. If you enjoyed this content, give it a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and don't forget to turn on notifications so you never miss out on the latest rare coin news and valuable finds. Drop a comment below if you've ever found a unique or valuable coin in your change. We love hearing your stories. Thanks for watching, and until next time, keep hunting and happy collecting. Welcome back, coin collectors and treasure hunters. Today, we're diving deep into the fascinating world of modern rare coins and spotlighting a coin that might just be hiding in your pocket change right now, the 2020 no-mint Mark Lincoln 1-cent penny. Yes, you heard that right. A coin minted just a few years ago could be worth nearly $10,000. The current market value is sitting at an impressive $9,722, and the story behind this coin is as intriguing as its value. So buckle up and watch until the end, because you won't want to miss what makes this penny so special. Let's begin with a bit of history. The Lincoln cent was first introduced in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. Designed by Victor David Brenner, it was the first U.S. coin to feature the portrait of an actual historical figure. Over the years, the design has evolved. In 1959, the reverse design was changed to feature the Lincoln Memorial. Then in 2009, to mark Lincoln's bicentennial, 4 different reverse designs were released depicting different stages of Lincoln's life. And finally, in 2010, the current shield design was introduced, a bold and dignified look representing Lincoln's preservation of the Union. The 2020 Lincoln cent follows this shield design, but not all 2020 pennies are created equal. And that's where things get interesting. Now, let's talk about the no mint mark aspect. Most coins minted in the United States bear a mint mark that indicates the location of the mint where they were produced. For example, coins with AD are from Denver, coins with an S are from San Francisco, and coins with AP are from Philadelphia. But here's the thing, pennies minted in Philadelphia traditionally do not carry a mint mark at all. So when you see a 2020 penny with no mint mark, it means it was made in Philadelphia, and that's completely normal. But here's where the real mystery begins. Not every 2020 no mint mark penny is worth a fortune. So why are some of them fetching prices like $9,722 on the market? The answer lies in rare errors, minting anomalies, and high-grade conditions. Some of the 2020 no mint mark pennies were struck with noticeable errors such as double dies, off-center strikes, die cracks, or even what collectors call struck-through errors, where foreign material like grease or dust interferes with the striking process, leading to unusual and collectible designs. A small number of these coins escaped into circulation unnoticed, and collectors who found them early were lucky enough to send them in for professional grading. If the coin is in mint state condition, especially if it grades MS67 or higher, its value skyrockets. Combine that grade with a unique mint error, and suddenly you're looking at a coin worth thousands. One known example of a 2020 Lincoln penny without a mint mark in pristine MS67 plus condition and featuring a significant die crack sold for over $9,700 at auction. That's right. A modern penny with a 1-cent face value turned into nearly 10 grand. And that sale set off a wave of interest among collectors and everyday people alike who started checking their change and their piggy banks for 2020 pennies. It's modern-day treasure hunting, and it's happening right now. So how do you know if your 2020 penny is valuable? First, check for the basics. Look at the coin under a magnifying glass or take a clear close-up photo and zoom in. Examine Lincoln's face, the lettering around the rim, and the shield on the reverse. Do you notice any doubling of letters or numbers? That could be a double die, a highly collectible error. Are any parts of the design missing or oddly shaped? That might indicate a die break or a strike-through error. Also, check if the coin is perfectly centered. An off-center strike is another sought-after feature. Next, check the condition. Coins that are scratched, worn, or tarnished are usually not valuable unless the error is significant. If your coin still has its original shine and no visible wear, it might qualify as mint state. At this point, your best bet is to send it to a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC for certification. If it comes back with a high grade, you could be sitting on a fortune. You might be wondering, where can I sell such a coin if I have one? High-value coins are best sold through professional auction houses or trusted online marketplaces like eBay, Heritage Auctions, or Great Collections. Having your coin graded and authenticated will go a long way in getting the best possible price. Coins with documented mint errors and certification fetch significantly higher bids and are often the target of competitive bidding among collectors. What makes this coin story even more exciting is that it proves you don't need to dig through antique shops or own a time machine to find rare and valuable coins. They can be as recent as 2020 and might already be in your wallet, your jar of change, or sitting forgotten in a drawer. And with coin values always fluctuating based on market demand, rarity, and condition, now is the perfect time to check your collection. To summarize, the 2020 no mint mark Lincoln 1-cent penny may look like any ordinary coin, but under the right circumstances, it could be worth thousands of dollars. With a current known market value reaching up to $9,722, This little copper-plated zinc coin is a reminder that treasure can sometimes come in the smallest, most unexpected forms. Always keep an eye on your change, especially coins from recent years. You never know when you might strike gold, or in this case, copper. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed learning about this surprisingly valuable 2020 penny, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you never miss out on rare coin news and incredible finds. Drop a comment below if you found any interesting 2020 pennies or other rare coins. Your story might be featured in a future video. Until next time, happy collecting and keep hunting those treasures. Hello and welcome back, coin collectors, treasure hunters, and history lovers. Today, we are diving deep into a coin that looks like your everyday pocket change. But what if I told you that this little penny could actually be worth a staggering $53,000? Yes, you heard that right. $53,000 for a 2008 no-mint Mark Lincoln 1-cent penny. So don't blink, because by the end of this video, you'll know how to spot this valuable coin, what makes it so special, and why collectors around the world are scrambling to get their hands on it. Let's start with a little background. The Lincoln cent, or 1-cent coin, has been in continuous production since 1909, when it was first introduced to celebrate the 100th birthday of President Abraham Lincoln. Over the years, its design, composition, and minting processes have seen many changes. But even after more than a century, the Lincoln penny remains one of the most iconic and collected coins in American history. Fast forward to the year 2008. This was the final year of the Lincoln Memorial reverse design, which had been used since 1959. The following year, 2009, would see a major change, celebrating Lincoln's bicentennial with 4 special reverse designs. So, in a way, 2008 marked the end of an era for this coin. Now, here's where things get really interesting. Most 2008 Lincoln cents were struck at either the Philadelphia Mint, which produces coins with no mint mark, or at the Denver Mint, which uses a D mint mark. So when you see a 2008 penny with no mint mark, it typically just means it came from Philadelphia. Nothing unusual, right? But in the rarest of cases, that normal-looking, no mint mark penny from 2008 has something hidden. Something that makes it extremely rare and valuable. So what is it? These special 2008 no mint mark Lincoln pennies have been found with major minting errors, such as double dies, off-center strikes, die cracks, or even wrong planchet strikes. Some examples include coins that were struck on a dime planchet instead of a penny planchet, or ones that show a clear doubling of Lincoln's profile or the date point. One of the most famous error types for the 2008 no mint mark penny is the double die obverse, where Lincoln's face, the words, "In God We Trust," or the date, 2008, appear double due to a misalignment during the minting process. These kinds of mint errors don't happen often, but when they do, and they make it past quality control at the U.S. Mint, they enter circulation, and that's when things get exciting for collectors. So, how rare are these coins? Extremely rare. Only a handful of verified examples of the 2008 no mint mark Lincoln penny with such rare errors have been documented. And their rarity is what drives up their value. Now let's talk about the market value. Recently, a pristine example of a 2008 no mint mark Lincoln penny with a dramatic die error, graded by a top grading service like PCGS or NGC, sold at auction for a jaw-dropping $53,000. That's right, a single penny, the same size and weight as the one in your pocket, was worth more than a brand new luxury car. So what made it so valuable? It came down to 4 major factors. Condition. This coin was in near-perfect condition, graded as MS67RD, which means mint state and red-colored luster. Rarity. The error that appeared on the coin was incredibly rare. Fewer than 10 known examples exist. Authentication. The coin was certified by a reputable coin grading company, making it legitimate and more desirable. Demand. Coin collectors love Lincoln cents, especially ones with errors, so the bidding wars can drive the price through the roof. Now let's pause and ask, could you have this penny in your possession right now? The answer is yes, you absolutely could. Most people never even glance at their pennies. But if you take the time to check your 2008 Lincoln cents, especially ones with no mint mark, you might just uncover one of these rare and valuable coins. Here's what you should look for. Check the date carefully. Make sure it's a 2008 with no mint mark. Examine Lincoln's face and the inscriptions. Look for signs of doubling or unusual marks. Inspect the edges and the reverse. Any off-center strikes, weak impressions, or unusual coloring could be signs of an error. Use a magnifying glass or coin loupe. Many valuable errors are hard to see with the naked eye. If you think you've found something special, don't clean the coin. Cleaning can actually reduce its value. Instead, send it to a reputable coin grading service for evaluation. Let's not forget that coins like this one are not just about money, they are tiny pieces of history, rare artifacts of American production, and symbols of how something so ordinary can become extraordinary. So now that you know the incredible story behind the 2008 no mint mark Lincoln penny, worth up to $53,000, will you start checking your change a little more carefully? This coin proves that treasure is often hiding in plain sight. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just curious about the coins in your pocket, remember that knowledge is power, and sometimes it's also worth a fortune. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please hit that like button, subscribe to the channel for more amazing coin stories, and don't forget to leave a comment if you've ever found a rare coin or want to learn more about a specific one. Until next time, happy hunting, and may your next penny be worth thousands of dollars.